Welcome back, Sagittarius. This reading is just going to kind of help you go through some self-healing, as this is going to be a self-healing spread, and kind of help anybody who might need this guidance to kind of help them through. So this is a general reading, so if it doesn't seem to resonate with you, please let me know. I can do a more personalized reading for you if you'd like. And let's begin, but hopefully, at the end, just let me know if this sounds like you or if it's totally off. I would really like to know. So our first card is just going to be kind of like where your soul needs the healing. It's been a long day, so let's see if I can talk today. Okay, so here we have the Emperor in reverse. So basically, this is just saying that your soul is really seeking healing around control, stability, authority, and structure. You might start feeling, like maybe ungrounded or out of control. And this could potentially relate to something to do with like a father figure, a leadership role, or your relationship to power. So healing is really needed with your confidence in setting boundaries and making decisions, okay? So basically, like in a nutshell for this, it's really time for you to reclaim your personal authority and stop trying to control what can't be and rebuild structure kind of with some flexibility. So Sagittarius, what do you need to support your healing? What can help you? Okay, so here we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Basically, the Knight of Swords is just charging forward in a fast pace. It's a very fast-paced card. So the fact that it's in reverse here is saying that you need to slow down, basically. In order to heal, you need to slow yourself down. So the fact that this card is in reverse, it's really warning against being impulsive, burnout, and maybe charging ahead without like any clarity. Maybe you're going forward, but you don't have like, a clear path. And supporting your healing really means like kind of stepping back from all the chaos and noise. And there might be a need to pause. If you're, talking to yourself harshly, or if you're really thinking obsessively. So basically, in a nutshell, this card is kind of saying like, kind of maybe practice some mindful restraint. Don't rush it. Sometimes it's okay to let stillness guide your next move. Maybe kind of just like sit back and see what happens. And the next card is going to be like, what is hindering this healing process? Okay, so here we have the Empress in reverse. So basically, the Empress, she's a very nurturing, mother here. And this is saying there's a block in self-nurturing because it's in reverse. So for some reason, there's a block in, nurturing yourself, or it may be in your creativity or a connection to the feminine energy within yourself. So this could also indicate that you're neglecting your own emotional needs, or you're struggling to feel worthy of love, rest, and softness. But this card often points to burnout, your people pleasing, or even maternal wounds, okay? So in a nutshell, it sounds like you're not really allowing yourself to receive. And healing can't happen if you're constantly giving without refilling your own cup. All right, Sagittarius, you kind of need to keep that in mind here. So what is the lesson behind the pain that you're going through right now? Okay, so here we have the World in reverse. So the lesson here is really about completion and integration, okay? You might find yourself in just repeating cycles, or you're just avoiding closure with something. The pain is showing you where you haven't fully learned, accepted, or moved on from something. there's kind of like a sense of being that like maybe you're almost there, but something's missing. And this could be acceptance, maybe self-forgiveness for something that has happened, or closure in something. So, in a nutshell, the lesson is going to be until you embrace the full story of kind of what you've experienced, including the hard parts, you really won't be able to level up. Okay. And our last card here is going to be a message from Spirit. Okay. And here we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So, Spirit is asking you to pause. Okay. You're kind of being, and this is the second time, slow down, slow down. I'm seeing it more than once here. There's a spiritual interference happening, and it's not to punish you, but it's really to guide you inward. And this is not the time for rushing ahead or seeking like external validation. You're being told to like clear that energetic clutter and release unrealistic expectations and just kind of reset your inner compass, okay? So in a nutshell, the message here is just kind of let the delays teach you patience and presence. Sometimes the detour is kind of the healing path, okay? So now that I kind of see all the cards, and I don't know if you take notice that every single card here is in reverse. All right, so basically, this is saying there's a deep internal recalibration here. So, Sagittarius, this is really your cosmic cue to kind of really turn inward, reset your foundation, and surrender your need to have all the answers right now. Okay. So, both the fact that you have the Emperor and the Empress reverse shows imbalance in both masculine and feminine energies. So healing comes when you find wholeness within and not through control or denial. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helps you. And like I said before, let me know if this sounds like you or if it's completely missing the point. And, until the next reading, I wish you the best of luck.